Good afternoon, everybody, on this Saturday, November 21st. It is about 3:20 in the afternoon. I am driving down a stone driveway. Sorry for all of the jiggling and jaggling and shaking and all that jazz. Anyway, we are just wrapping up at an auction. We did go to the auction. I have one thing in the back here, and John came and they had the truck and they took the other stuff in the truck. We didn't spend a whole bunch of money. We spent like $100, 110. Yeah, something like that. Neil bought, the first thing we bought was this winemaking kit back here for $1. I don't even know if all the parts are there, but there is a big pot, like plastic tub in the middle. So even if we only got a plastic tub for $1, it's still not like that big a deal. I got a couple pieces of glass. I forget what it's called, but it's like a peach colored glass, and a silver plated teapot for $11. And then we bought a little BB gun for 30 bucks. And what else did we get? Oh, I had a bench for $1. $1. Yeah, I'll show it to you at some point. And then we got a pitchfork and a rake for $7, and then 4 propane tanks. One was full, so I spent like 30 bucks for that, and then the other ones were empty. I got 3 for $28, less than $10 a piece. Those were all empty, and I was like, you know what? Even though they're empty, I paid less than $10 for them. To go and like trade them in for a full one at the store is $20 a piece. To buy a new one, it's 60 bucks. So I literally spent like 30 bucks for a full tank, or when they're full, which is what I spent for the full one. So I have 4 propane tanks, which is cool. We already had one, and the reason why I wanted propane tanks was because our generator runs on propane. And I was trying to explain it to Neil, our generator runs on both propane and gasoline. Gasoline is only good for about a year. Gasoline goes bad. Propane, I forget what they said. I think it's like 2 or 3 years is like what they said is okay, but it's probably gonna actually last longer than 2 or 3 years because it is in a pressurized tank, basically. And now that I have the tanks, you know what I mean? And one guy was like, you want a free one? A friend of mine is trying to get rid of an empty one that is sitting at the curb of their house, and the garbage people won't take it. So they have this tank that is just sitting there on the street and nobody will take it. So it's actually on the way to my mother-in-law's house from our house. So we might stop tomorrow maybe on the way to her house and get that empty one as well for free. We'll see. I feel like my hair is like super curly today. John did one load of stuff from our old house to our new house. John does not like moving at all. His whole demeanor, like he'd be in a fantastically great, wonderful mood, and he moves one load of stuff and his whole demeanor changes. His whole mood just changes entirely. Not for the better. Yeah. So, we're heading home right now. It's 3:26. They're already long gone. They left and I was paying the bill. So they're long gone. I'm heading home now. I'm a little concerned about my foot because my foot does seem to act up anytime I'm on my feet for long periods of time, which I was today. So I'm a little concerned about my foot. It won't hurt today, but it will hurt tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And my goal for tomorrow was to empty the upstairs room. I think that's still doable. Like I can do that even with my foot hurting as long as my whole leg isn't sore. So we'll see how that goes. But all in all, honestly, this sale today was pretty much a waste of our time. really. They had an antique stove that was really cool, like really, really cool looking, and John was very interested in it. I did not jump in the bidding until like $450. The problem is that I was bidding against someone in the family. There was a woman from the family who was bidding. I pretty much knew that she was going to buy this. Like, it was in her family. She wanted it. Like, period, end of story. So I started bidding at $550. I bid her up to $750, and then I was just like, no, I'm good. So I dropped it. I would have had to bid $775 to keep going, but I think that she was going to take it no matter what. I just bid her up an extra $200, really, let's be honest, or $300. I bid her up an extra $300. So her, and I don't know how many people are in the family, but the money will end up coming back to her anyway. A portion of it will end up coming back to her anyway. So it's kind of like, you know, whatever. I'm heading home right now, and I think we're gonna grab some dinner because it is 3:30 already. I've eaten a couple of, I ate a protein bar. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs this morning before I left the house, and somebody just literally walked out in the street in front of me. Now granted, there's a crosswalk, and according to state law, they have the right of way, but she started running across the street, and I'm like, hello, car. I possibly could not have stopped. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. We're gonna go eat dinner. I can't remember what I was saying before that, or before I got interrupted by the person crossing the street. But we're gonna go eat dinner. I don't like to move things in the dark. It kind of creeps me out, to be honest with you. So it is 3:30 already. We're not going to get any more stuff moved out of the old house today. I need to move money from one bank account to the other, and I totally forgot about that. So that didn't get done today, which kind of stinks. But I can do it tomorrow morning, or Monday morning. It's not a major issue. I can do that tomorrow or Monday morning. I just have to, I'm going to put it on my phone to remind me to go do that as soon as the bank opens. I mailed a check in the mail yesterday for 50% of the wood stove installation, and I don't have that much money in my account that I wrote the check from, because I have one bank that actually gives us free checks. I have my money in another account that does not give us free checks, so I just have to go to the bank, get the money issued to me in a check, and then I can deposit it in my other account, which auto deposits, like they don't make you have a waiting period, if that makes sense. And then I will have the money in there. So I got to do that on Monday morning. So we're not going to move anything else today because I don't like moving in the dark. It creeps me out. And I live in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm driving through a little town right now because this is the closest like little town. But where I live is kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's getting built up. In the 16 years we lived in our previous house, it's built up significantly. But it's still kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I am freaked out thinking like people are in the yard because it's dark outside. So we're not going to move anything else today. We are going to get some dinner, and then I think what I'm going to do is spend the rest of the evening emptying boxes, because we need boxes for tomorrow. I did want to look to see, we were going to go to the one Honda dealer to see this Ridgeline. I have to look when they close because it's already 3:30, and Pennsylvania is weird. I don't know about other states, but in Pennsylvania, car dealerships are not open on Sundays. They just aren't. So we can't go to the car dealership tomorrow. But I don't know what time they close on Saturday. I think they close early. I don't think they're open all night. So I don't think we can even go do that tonight either. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I would try to do it at that auction, and there was really it was very, very poor service. I had some text messages that failed to send. It was just very, very bad connection. So I'm gonna look to see how long that is open. The dealership is open, and I will maybe go to the dealership, but it really depends on how late they're open. So there's this dude, oh, I just passed him, the blue shirt that just passed. Like if you rewind by 15 seconds or whatever, you'll see there's a guy that I just passed with a blue shirt. That dude walks freaking everywhere. Like if you drive around town and you don't know who that guy is, you're not paying attention. Because he walks everywhere. Everywhere. He's worked at the grocery store. He's worked at the Halloween store. He's worked at Target. He's worked just about everywhere, and he walks everywhere. Seems to be a nice guy, but he just works everywhere and walks everywhere. All right, I've been talking for 11 minutes, just rambling. I am literally like 2 minutes from my house, so I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm going to get home, get this last box of stuff out, and then I gotta talk to John about what we're gonna do. We're gonna get food, and then starting next week, we're gonna be cooking at home because I've pretty much been eating out for 3 weeks solid, and I need to stop doing that. Number one, it costs way too much money, and number two, I am up in weight and I can't keep doing this. So, but really, honestly, the reason why we've been eating out so much is because I am afraid that they're gonna lock everything down. Not gonna lie, I'm afraid they're gonna lock everything down. And if they lock everything down, then I can't go to the restaurants, and the restaurants will probably all close because they won't have any money, and they'll probably all just close. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down. I am about a mile from home, and I will see you guys later on today, and I will let you know what all we got done. Fingers crossed I can get several boxes emptied. Fingers crossed. Maybe the car dealership's not closed yet. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, you guys, it is 10 o'clock or shortly thereafter. It is 10:05, and we've had some successes tonight and some failures, to be honest. We are getting there with a lot of unpacking, which is fantastic. Let me show you. Boxes, and they're all nested. And look at how many we've got sitting here. They're all nested. I think we've gotten through, what is that, 5 or 6 right there. Another 4s, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've gotten through like 15 or even more boxes. I'm not sure where all we're at with those. We've got blankets laying all over because we moved all the blankets and John sorted them. So we've got like these blankets here, which are just kind of like extra blankets that we might be getting rid of. I have a couple in a basket over here just for like if we're sitting in the living room and we get a little bit chilly. We've got Penn State and Alabama. You guys know my story about my Alabama blanket, I think. I got it on clearance at Target, and it's one of the softest blankets I own. It's very, very soft. So even though I'm not a big fan of Alabama, I got it on clearance. And there's a long story with Nicholas and I with Alabama and Michigan State. If you want to know, let me know. I'll reiterate it here on the vlog again. I know I've told it in the past, and I know a lot of you guys are viewers that watch most of my vlogs, so I don't want to go into the whole thing. Penn State, I actually went to Penn State. That's my alma mater. I'm not quite sure where I got that blanket in particular at, but that's where I went to college. These are all blankets that we are going to keep, and we're going to find somewhere. This quilt on top, my mother-in-law actually sewed for us. It is a king-size quilt that she bought the kit for it, and then she sewed it for us. So that is from my mother-in-law. And then we've got a bunch of blankets. This box here that says free on it, that was written on the boxes when my father-in-law got them. That is actually stuff from the top of John's dresser, which I think is going to go back. He did sort through that box tonight, or at least partially did. So I think that stuff's gonna go back on his dresser. His dresser's not put together just yet. The mirror is still not on it. So that is gonna come. But we got through a lot of those boxes. The kitchen actually is getting to be almost clear, not 100% yet. I actually went through a bunch of clothes. Sorry for the lighting changes. These are all clothes that are throwing 2 bags. Did you guys hear that ding? I don't know what that was. Anyway, these 2 bags right here, that is not a real gun, that is a BB gun. That's the BB gun we bought today. But these 2 bags right here are garbage clothes. This is a BB handgun that Neil bought at the auction, and then there's the BBs. So that is a BB handgun. We've never seen that before, but that's what we bought at the auction. That's our Vintner's Best wine kit. Still have a couple of boxes. This is Nick's suit that he wore to his first communion. The table needs cleaned off, but we had several boxes here on the floor, which are all gone. I also got 1 box out of my office. Did not get more than 1, but I got 1 box out of the office. I gotta film some videos tomorrow. I just have to. But I had a big box here on the floor, which is gone now. That stuff is, well, that's Epic Beauty Fail. This is all donate clothes. So I have to get those in a box or a bag or something for donate. And then I've got Epic Beauty Fail, which I have to figure out. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm coming.
I thought you told me to do it in the room.
I am. I'm going to come there next.
Oh.
So, we're getting stuff put away. We're getting it where it needs to go. That is what we focused on tonight. We did drive to that Honda dealership. We got there 15 minutes before they closed, but they were already locked up. So we were sitting there, we're like looking in the windows at people, and they're just looking back at us, and no one bothers to come out and talk to us. So that was disappointing.
Yeah, of course it was disappointing.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been working some in here as well. We had this whole section refilled with boxes. I think I showed you guys this the other day, and I had it all cleaned off. Well, it got refilled. So yeah, I'm going through this. That's a bunch of shoes, more clothes. This is a pile of clothes I needed to try on, because it's like some of it still has tags on. I don't know if you can see a tag there, but some of it still has tags on, and I have to try all that on to see if it fits. But these boxes I still have to go through. So we are getting there as far as getting unpacked, which is fantastic. Tomorrow we're gonna go get the upstairs room emptied. That's gonna be the goal, is to get the upstairs room emptied. Oh, this is our pile of Halloween. This is like all Halloween costumes. So I mean, right now they're just in a big pile. I'll just have to get them all separated, and maybe we'll donate some. Maybe we'll give them to my sister-in-law for my nieces and nephew. Well, my nephews. Some of them we've never even worn. Like that one right there. I don't know that anybody ever wore that.
What?
This Slayer Commander blade.
I think Nick wore it.
I don't know if he did.
Slater blade?
Anyway, that's all Halloween costumes. There's a box underneath there, which is why it looks so big. But, and then that box over there is like Christmas cards and Christmas boxes and stuff that we need to get in that closet right there. This closet is where all of our wrapping paper is going, and I discovered that apparently I have a wrapping paper problem. Yeah, apparently I have a wrapping paper problem. Can you guys see how much wrapping paper I have? I had no idea I had this much wrapping paper. Like,
I remember where I put it.
yeah, it's downstairs. I saw it. There's like another 7 or 8 rolls downstairs. But I had no idea.
In the garage, the barn too.
There's some in the barn too?
Yeah.
Oh dear God. I didn't even know I had this many wrapping papers. I had no idea. So I probably have enough wrapping paper to be wrapping up gifts for my grandchildren, and possibly even my great-grandchildren, depending on how many grandchildren I have. Honestly, I had no idea I had that much wrapping paper, because I had it tucked like different places. Like I had some tucked in John and I's closet. I had some in the hall closet. Apparently I had some in the basement, but I didn't even know it was in the basement. So now that it's all in one place, my Halloween costumes are going to go in there as well. Well, we're going to go through it, and some of it we're probably going to donate, and some of it we're probably going to give to my sister-in-law for my nephews. Yeah, but yeah, we got a couple boxes here. The box at the bottom is actually kitchen stuff, but there's a story about that. I don't really want to get into that right now. They were in a cabinet that we found some bugs and stuff in there that I was not real happy with. So that box is kind of being kept to the side, and at some point, probably once we get through everything else, we're gonna go through that box and we're gonna have to like clean and sanitize stuff in there, in the stuff in that box, because yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff in there that needs to be cleaned. So anyhow, that is where I'm at. But we did not get to get a price on a car, which I'm very disappointed about, because I did already apply for a loan and we've already been approved for a loan for the car. So, I mean, obviously we have to actually get the car purchased, but move it. But Nicholas is laying in my spot.
Everyone likes your spot.
But we're getting there. We're getting there. And the old house is almost cleaned out on the first and second floors so that we can actually clean the house. I told Nick that we have to clean out the house and then we have to clean the house. He's like, why are we cleaning the house twice?
Well, you said clean out and then clean it.
Yes, because we have to get all the stuff out. So we have to move out and then we have to clean it.
There, now you tell me.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're getting there though. There's not much left, right? There's really not much left on the first floor. There's a couple of odds and ends. There's like light bulbs and stuff in the hall closet, and yeah, we just have to get through the last couple of odds and ends. There's probably only maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 boxes at most, and that's only because the light bulbs take up a lot of space. But that's really all we have left in the main floor. Tomorrow we're gonna focus on the upstairs. I think we're all just gonna go up to the upstairs, to be honest. We do have some running around we need to do tomorrow. We did not get to the grocery store today, so we do have to go to the grocery store. I want to get my free turkey. I need some lunch meat for the week, and I need a couple of other things, and I need salad. I'm out of salad, which you guys know I eat that every day. Every day. So I need salad. Neil wants some Triscuits. He needs some Triscuits. He doesn't need them. He wants them.
I don't know why we're buying it.
So, because he'll eat them. But they're wrapped in a bag, aren't they? They're on sale right now. They're on sale. If you buy 3 boxes, they're $1.88, which is like, Neil's like, that is really cheap for Triscuits. He'll bring them with him. Let's be honest. Him and Abby both eat Triscuits. So he'll bring them with him.
I agree.
If we allow him to do so. And what else? So we need to get a couple things at the grocery store. That's bottom line. And we need to get gas in my dad's truck because my dad's taking his truck back tomorrow. We haven't yet figured out how we're gonna move the washing machine just yet.
I think we should just move it.
Is that the last thing?
Last big thing, really.
Yeah, the last big thing.
I mean, there's a...
Because the washing machine won't fit in the back of our Subaru.
The crib. I mean, the cribs.
Well, those will fit in the back of the Subaru though.
They should.
Unless we get a truck.
A big one.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So we had to get, if we're going to get a truck.
I think when my dad comes down on Monday, I think I'm just going to give him a house key. Tell him that we're not done yet. We still need to clean, but I will let him know when we are completely done. And he can then go and, you know what I mean, get the house pictures done and get it on the market. My goal is still December 1st. We've got some spots that John needs to sand, unfortunately. There's some spots that we have to paint. There's just stuff we have to paint. There's like that John had done some additional patching to the wall in the stairwell that Neil had knocked out. If you've been around for a while, you know that Neil knocked a hole in the wall when he decided he was going to run out of the upstairs room and just bounce off the wall. He thought that was a good idea. That was not a good idea at all. Nope, not a good idea. But he thought it was a good idea. So we fixed it. Yeah, it was a couple years ago. But after I had painted it, John had a couple more patches to do, so like that needs sanded. When we replaced the ceiling fan in the bathroom, someone accidentally put their hand through the ceiling. and that has been patched, but it needs sanded. So there's a couple of spots that John needs to sand, and then once that's sanded, I have to paint it. So there are definitely some spots that have to be painted. So yeah, I think Black Friday I'm going to be painting over at the other house, and probably Saturday and possibly even Sunday, because we're getting together on Thursday with family. We're not going to get together on Sunday. So I might be painting for 3 days, and then maybe my dad can come down on Monday the 30th and take some pictures and get it on the market. So, all right, Nick, we're going to close it out. Today, I am thankful that I got to go to the sale. That is probably the last sale that I'll have an opportunity to go to, but
Yay.
until next spring.
No.
Nicholas loved the sale entirely.
Oh no! I've been sitting on
Come
a
on up
chair
here.
for like 3 hours.
Yeah, John joined us at the sale, and Nicholas was not happy with having to sit around and wait.
Yeah, I've been sitting on a chair for 3 hours.
You did a fantastic job. All right, I'm thankful we got to go to the sale, and then, even though we're not gonna be able to go to sales again until spring. So sit on up, come on, get on up here and help me close this out.
Thank goodness for that.
All right, go ahead.
I'm thankful for you.
Thank you.
Hope today is better than yesterday.
And I hope tomorrow will be just a little bit better than today.
Hope you have a great day.
And we will see you
tomorrow.
Bye, guys.